You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drakewing Gaming. Send me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of I Wanna Hug That Gator. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm saying you were up, and let's go! Even then, I'm still struggling to find anything good. It isn't long before I notice Ben across from me, and from the looks of it, he's managing a fair bit better than I am. Not only is he finding better shots than I am, but the guests are going to him to ask for shots. Actually, the more I think about it, Ben might actually have some decent advice to give, right? Better than what I got from Damien, at least. I surreptitiously maneuver around the various wedding goers impeding my path, trying to get to Ben. Eventually, I have an opening while Ben is currently taking a picture of another couple by their table. Not wanting to seem like I'm lost, I try to blend in and join him. I get near Ben and get down on one knee and take alternate angled shots of the couple. As if he needed a sixth sense, Ben quickly noticed my presence, shocked that I was next to him. Inco, what are you doing? I just wanted to get some alternate shots for the lovely couple, just in case they would like them, you know? I give off an awkward laugh, though it's not amusing to Ben. He gives me an icy glare that sends shivers down my spine, as I've clearly stepped onto his territory. I think it'd be more efficient if we work in different parts of the venue. What if there are people over there that want their picture taken? If people over there wanted a picture, I wouldn't be here in the first place. Ben wordlessly goes back to snapping shots. I get back on my feet and lean closer to the preoccupied Parasor office to talk to him. Look, Ben, I need some advice. Thank you, young man! No problem, ma'am. Finished with the couple's photos, Ben turns around and begins to hoof it down the venue to look for more photo ops. I match his pace in order to keep up with him. Advice, you say? It's about Olivia. Mentioning the baryonyx stops Ben dead in his tracks. He turns around to face me. What about Olivia? Well, it's just that I take a deep breath to steady myself. The thing is, I think I love Olivia. Ben's face goes from confusion to sheer surprise, his eyes going as big as his glasses. Wait, what? Are you serious? Of course I'm serious. And since you've known her for longer, I figured I could ask you some things about her. Ben? Ben! Huh? What? Sorry, I must have misheard you. You said you're in love with Olivia, and I did, or I think I am. Look, I don't really know, but I'm asking for some help, and the Parasor clasps his hands on my shoulders and smiles broadly. This is wonderful news. Olivia's always been a bit of a loner, but to know that someone likes her like that is just fantastic. His arms wrap around my neck and he starts dragging me away from the wedding crowd. Okay, right, so you want to know more about Olivia, yeah? We used to be best of friends way back. I paid close attention to Ben as he went over his history with the girl I may or may not love. A part of me wanted to take notes on my phone as he listed down all the shows they used to watch together. By the time he'd quit the queues, I'd noticed that some of the guests had left. Should I be writing all this down? I think you'll be fine. Unless Olivia's even changed music tastes in the last 3 years. 3? Aren't you talking to her these days? I mean, not as much as I used to. It's been a while since we had a sit-down. Wait, but Mia came and told us you wanted to talk with her at lunch. I have no idea what you're talking about. Huh. I thought you were above gossip, Inco. Sorry. Anyway, Olivia and I don't talk much, but I think we should. Hell, if I was around more, I could have helped you two get to know one another sooner. Maybe even... A shrill cry interrupts us. Across the room, the newlyweds are in some altercation. It's this time of night for the groom to carry the bride out, but for some reason she's riding piggyback like a grade schooler. He laughs to himself maniacally while she complains and holds onto his hair to keep balance. Well, that relationship isn't going to last. Inco? Yeah, sorry. Back on track. What's important is that you always be mindful of her condition. Her condition? You know what I mean. Olivia absolutely hates special treatment, and it can get to a point where that in itself is a burden that weighs down her friends, refusing to accept help to the point she becomes a problem for those around her. Ben sighs. I would know. Are you talking about how Olivia tries to do things on her own? Yeah, like for all the times I've tried to help her out, she just gets all pouty and sounds as if I was stepping on her toes. No wonder people try to avoid her, you know? You just can't keep pushing people away. I care about Olivia, but she doesn't do herself any favors. Truth be told, I'm a bit excited to hear this from you. If you could get through to her, then we could be friends again. I'd definitely do it right this time. I don't want to impose anything on her, that wouldn't be right. Well, see, that's exactly what you want to avoid. Otherwise, your relationship is going to be one-sided. One-sided. Relationships are all about mutual respect for one another. Anything less than that is unreasonable. Without that understanding, it's doomed to fail. And one thing to understand, Olivia, is that her condition needs special considerations, ones that she doesn't fully agree with. So you have to account for that for her, otherwise it won't work out. Is that why you two stopped talking? Alright, are you boys ready to pack up? Pretty long night, huh? Our teacher looks haggard as he walks up to us. His wings are dragging on the floor and he's propping himself up with one of the light stands we'd brought. Despite his exhaustion, he's grinning wildly. You two enjoy your first work experience? Oh, absolutely, Mr. Yedekin. I managed to load up both the memory cards you gave to me, and I even managed to try the different kinds of lenses you had brought. Good to hear, Ben. What about you, Inco? Well, if I'm being honest with you, I wasn't on my A game tonight. Well, I suppose it's a tough order to start with. So many things to account for, and... Oh, no, I meant that I didn't really get that many good shots, Mr. Yedekin. I didn't even finish the first card you've given me. I see. Well, when we go through these next week, I'm sure they'll be fine. Oh, definitely! The groom saunters up with a huge grin on his face, slinging an arm around her teacher's shoulders. Can't wait to see these! Yedekin straightens up and shrugs the arm off, turning to the newly married man. You'll see them when you see them. My team still needs to go through all the pictures and weed out the chaff. Ah, come on, T! You can't give your buddy a preview or something? Yedekin sighs a bit. Hey, it's your special day. Ben, could you go fetch the laptop and card reader? Yes, sir. Inco, while he's doing that, can you start packing up everything into the trunk? Sure thing, Mr. Yedekin. Before I turn away to start, the tired tarot takes the camera from me. We can sit at the table over there. The two older men head off, leaving Ben and I to get started on packing everything up. While Ben and I are busy dismantling the multitude of standing flashes and lamps, the bride, groom, and Mr. Yedekin sit at a cleaned-up table with a laptop before them. I can't really make out what they're saying, but I can kind of tell based on the way the three switch between quietly focused and laughing loudly. By the time the back of the car is loaded up, the last of the wedding party has departed. Nothing left to do. Ben and I linger a bit behind the group. Think about it, alright? Huh? My advice. Olivia does need help. If you're really aiming to ask her out, keep that in mind. Yeah, I'll keep it in mind. Thanks, Ben. No problem. And we're done. Yeah, don't want to keep the missus waiting too long. That's a night. Blah. Ha! Alright, good night, everyone. He points to me for a second. Yeah, good luck to you, little guy. Be seeing you, Mal. The groom saunters off. You two ready to go? Yeah, I'm pretty beat. My legs are killing me. Feels like my shins are gonna explode. Better get used to that pain, Inco. Plenty more of that to come once we start doing all-day events like sports matches or air shows. Any advice you can give me to avoid the pain? Ben taps his chin. Comfy shoes, good soles, and plenty of squats to build up your leg strength. Maybe also going out for power walks and jogs to really build muscles. Great. When I pick a career choice that doesn't involve physical activity, I still somehow wind up having to exercise in order to be successful. Either way, it's not long before we climb into the car and begin our journey back to the school. I settle into the rhythmic motions of the car as it glides along the road. The cityscape of Volcadera Bluffs passes by, and I can't help but admire it. The mood is quickly killed, however, as Ben calls a certain red-scaled girl. The saccharine, lovey-dovey talk makes my head hurt, and I can guess by his expression that Yedekin feels the same way. He changes the subject by asking if my parents can pick me up. Looks like I'll be taking the late night metro home. Still, I had fun today. Even though we're pretty far into the fall season, today is a nice day out. There's a storm coming in later today with a cold front, so the temperatures outside are bearable enough to relax in. One last respite before the unforgiving cold of the winter settles in. I decide to celebrate by eating lunch outside. After a good bit of prodding, Olivia joined me. Inco, it's too cold! It'll freeze my veins solid! It's 70 degrees and you already agreed. Calm down. We step out into the chilled air. There you go. She pulls the drawstrings of her hoodie taut, yanking it shut again. When I try moving her along, she starts dragging her tail on the ground. You're secretly enjoying this, aren't you? That hoodie isn't hiding your silly little grin. There's a table by the edge of the yard that looks pretty good. Now it's just the two of us. Alone. Sitting at a picnic table in complete silence. Ingenious one-liners flow through my head like slam poetry champion, yet I can't work up the will to say anything about the wedding to her. Guess there's always later. So, Olivia. The gator lifts her head from her roast beef sandwich, staring directly at me. Well, what's up? How about this weather? Seriously? Yeah, seriously, I'm not used to a coastal town, so this is a nice change of pace. Well, it's pretty chilly. Part of why we're the only ones out here. It is pretty empty out here today. Maybe it's like a human dino thing, more acclimated to snow. Even with the hoodie, it's a lot colder than I'd like. Oh, why did you agree to come on outside with me? Well, you wanted to, and I... And you? Olivia's lips quiver a little as she tries to work out words to say. Her mouth isn't up to the task as a flush of scarlet spreads across her cheeks and makes her pouting lips grow. Hey! Stop looking at me like that! Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to do a quick shout out to all of our lovely patrons. Thank y'all for everything you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Anyway, I love you all, and I shall see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!